ladies and gentlemen. When I was first invited to officiate at this function, I asked my colleague Beng Chun, I said, why us? I said, it's probably better for Caros Plus to get a politician, somebody who's senior to come here. But I suppose we have been, the foundation has been doing a lot of work in Sabah for the last 20 years since we set up in 2004, starting with sponsoring a lot of the underprivileged and poor people living in hostels throughout the state. Where the current governor, Musa Aman, was the chief minister, and he asked us to sponsor 500 kids throughout the state. So we did that, we started with that. And since then, we have been doing quite a lot of work in Sabah. So I suppose that's the reason why probably Edward suggested that we be invited. So it is an exciting new program which, if successful, could be the foundation of more, not only in Sabah, but in other states in the country. My wish is that this program can ignite hope, empower futures, and reach two of Malaysia's most pressing needs currently. One is the potential of youth, and the other is the care of our elders. Sabah's rural communities are brimming with untapped talent, which we have found over the last 20 years. We have found some really good people here, including teachers. The initiative, I hope, will train underprivileged youth from rural Sabah in essential caregiving skills, compassionate elder care, basic nursing, and community health support. But this is not just about skills, it's about dignity. Dignity for our youth who will gain a meaningful career path, dignity for our elders who deserve quality care rooted in respect and cultural understanding, and dignity for our communities, which will grow stronger through intergenerational bonds. My colleague Beng Chun and I have been involved with the foundation for a very long time, like I said, 21 years. We set it up with my partners in 2004, and we have been involved in numerous community-based projects in the peninsula, with the Orang Asli, with the underprivileged, the B40, and a lot in Sabah and Sarawak as well. When we were approached to get involved in Caros Plus, although it is a business and we haven't done this before, we felt that it fell within our charter and guidelines, and we hope that this program can be successful. We ask ourselves, why does it matter? For the youth, many here today know the struggle of limited opportunities. Caros Plus, we hope, will open doors not just to jobs, but to purpose. Participants will earn certifications, fair wages, and the pride of serving the community. As for the elders, too many seniors spend their later years isolated or underserved. We hope that Caros Plus trainees will become lifelines, providing care that honors tradition, language, and family values. As for Sabah, by investing in homegrown talent, we reduce urban migration, we strengthen the rural economies, and model a sustainable solution for other regions. This program, I'm informed, will be rigorous. Trainees will learn not only technical skills, but also empathy, patience, and leadership. Caros Plus has partnered with healthcare experts, community NGOs, and local leaders to ensure training is practically, culturally sensitive, and aligned with national care standards. To this first cohort of trainees, your pioneers, your journey will inspire others. When you succeed, you prove that talent knows no zip code. That with opportunity, Sabah's youth can transform lives, including their own. To those who found Caris Plus, thank you. You're part of something bigger. Today is probably not the finish line. This is nothing long. We assure you that we will try to support you as much as we can. Last week I was at the state funeral of our former Prime Minister, Tun Abdullah Badawi, and I saw a 99-year-old man who's going to be 100 soon. He's perfectly healthy, walked unaided, and I wish that all the elders can be like that when they're 99, but I doubt that many of us will reach that stage and in that health. So in that sense, I think what Caris Plus is doing is going to be good for a lot of people. So to every leader here, I ask that you spread the word, refer candidates, hire the graduates from Caris Plus, fund the scholarships. I think it needs to be homegrown, so people in Sabah, because it's going to help you. So you can find your own community leaders, your own tycoons, your own rich people to foundations to fund these rural kids is to serve us one day. And to every skeptic, hold your peace and remember that the 1,000-mile journey begins with the first step. So let us bet on our rural youth and let us support them. It is my prayer and hope that together with our support, Caris Plus can turn into a movement, one where no elder is left uncared for and no child is left without a future. In Sabah we say, kita bisa. So let's prove it. For ECM Ibra, we hope to contribute to this legacy, one caregiver, one elder, one community at a time. And for that purpose, we commit to sponsoring 10 of this first batch, half of the total.